We've never really just said, okay, we got to figure out this is how we're going to do things going forward. It's always been, how do we get better? How do we take advantage of new technology? I think I've always kind of felt that way personally, but I do think it came from the generation before me. And my grandfather, he always enabled the second generation to try new things and try to grow the company and do things in a creative way. So I think that's just been part of the company culture.
The first project that kind of established us as a coordinating leader was the East Bank of the Flats. We led the charge with coordinating with other trades. We're not just sending out a bunch of material for the guys to run a giant 40-foot line of duct anymore. We're designing these pods that have to connect to each other exactly in the right spot. 90% of what I used when I started designing is gone. It used to be paper drawings. Everything was kind of just locked into a 2D plane. Each floor had its own drawing. But it's much easier to collaborate when you have this large thing that everybody can have eyes on at the same time. So that's why we now spend so much time and energy to recreate these buildings in virtual space completely before anybody's on the ground.
It saves time, it saves money, and it's easier to have everything figured out before you start putting it up in the air.
If this is gonna make our projects better, be able to bring some more stuff to these jobs and to our customers, we're happy to do it.
That process really helped us change from a plan and spec or bid type contractor to a more negotiated type situation.
It went well, and that's set a lot of relationships up for even who we work with currently.
A big part of our service growth has been turning those jobs that we did on the construction side into service agreements and long-term customers, which has been great.
And that was our first real experience with 300 plus apartments, and people are moving in, and every single problem that arises with someone's air conditioner, we need to be Johnny on the spot, ready to fix it. So back in those days, we had a core group of guys that made a lot of sacrifices towards getting us to where we are today.
I can remember we all could fit for our morning meeting in the lunchroom area, so that we've grown considerably in that manner too.
And evolving this legacy that my grandpa started into something different, but something that everybody is still super proud of. The industry itself is changing a lot, the world's changing a lot, and we always seem to be at that front of change.